Hello, people of the interwebs. My name is Brandon Noel. I'm a cartoonist and publisher of Destiny Comics. We've been publishing since 2009. This is that drawing show thing. If you're new with us, this is where I do a sketch, speed up the video, because otherwise these videos would be an hour long. Maybe one day I'll actually just do an hour thing. But I talk about the character or situation or what's going on while I'm drawing. And I wanted to talk about, well, this week you're going to get two. We missed a couple of weeks, but that's not why. You're getting two videos this week. The real reason was the whole hashtag not my Harley. If you're not familiar with what's going on, the director of Suicide Squad, I really should have pulled up some more research on this, but they dropped press photos of Harley Quinn and Will Smith as Deadshot, and a lot of people are not happy. Now, Harley Quinn is at the core of this controversy, mostly because of the costume, and it's heavily, heavily inspired by the New 52 run, which is not the strongest Harley interpretation there is. It's definitely not the most iconic. And so people are upset that the first depiction of Harley Quinn we're ever going to get in a film is a more controversial Harley Quinn than the iconic Mr. J and what we've seen in Batman the Animated Series with Paul Dini and Bruce Timm and their work, the creators of the character. And I know the Arkham games have taken her in a more seductive arena than even the comic books have. But this just seems like a huge divergence for the character. And I did 4 videos during the month of February for Harley Quinn, where DC was doing this cover. Everyone got a Harley Quinn variant cover for Valentine's Day, and I did 4 episodes on Harley Quinn, 4 Harley Quinn sketches, while I sat down and talked with my wife about Harley Quinn and the importance of that character and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really going to go deep into the history and all that of Harley Quinn because I've kind of already covered that territory. But I want to talk a moment about like what DC is doing and why I think it's kind of wrong. Not DC the company, but more or less Warner Brothers Entertainment and Warner Brothers Film Division. I don't think they understand these characters. I don't think they understand the importance of these characters, and I definitely don't think they appreciate what they have with these characters. To look over at what Marvel has done with their cinematic universe, constantly outperforming. Now, some will say, oh, well, one of the reasons why Dark Knight Rises didn't do as well as projected numbers as the shootings that occurred around those films, or the shooting. And people were afraid to go to the theaters. And there might be a valid argument to that, but consistently, Marvel films outperform in the box office and just flat out better movies than what DC has put forward in this new cinematic renaissance. Look at DC's missteps with Superman Returns and Green Lantern. And first off, I'm going to flat out say it. I think Superman Returns is a far superior film to Man of Steel. At least they treated the characters with some respect. I think they went too far in the other direction where Superman Returns might have got the characterization right and got these characters that we know and love right, but it didn't do much to put the ball further down the line. It didn't set up any kind of continuity, because they could have, they could have been building their universe from Superman Returns and Dark Knight. And DC has had to reset the clock because they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't have a major player like Kevin Feige in the middle going, okay, this has got to link up to this, to set this up, to just make sure continuity makes sense. And, some will say this is a new era of film where these things need to link up. And my argument is James Bond. 21 movies before rebooting. Yeah, they recasted, but 21 movies that all linked up and had some kind of, synergy. And I wish studios would look at that before rebooting a property. Just go, yeah, you can do a movie without needing to reboot. And I'm just very disappointed at what I'm seeing coming out of DC. The Suicide Squad, Task Force X, whatever it's going to be called, is very disappointing. Harley Quinn is in a costume very similar to her New 52 line, where if you're unfamiliar with her Suicide Squad run and why it was controversial, and I'm afraid of what Batman versus Superman is going to do, because it's going to come out, it's not going to do the numbers they're projecting, and they're going to cancel these next 18 films that they got locked and loaded and ready to go. And hashtag not my Harley. I had to talk to a friend about this on Facebook. She enjoyed the new costume. She enjoyed kind of what they were doing, but a lot of fans see this new costume as disrespectful to the iconic images and that have come before, the classic Harley Quinn. And you know, that's just my thoughts on it. I did this sketch for the hashtag Not My Harley campaign that's going on Twitter. Let me know. Let me know. It's okay to disagree with me if you think I'm full of bull hockey. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Suicide Squad's going to be any good, or is it going to be an abomination that could end the superhero bubble? Let me know in comments down below.